Previously on EKG.
Hey guys, Kloudy here. Hopefully this is my last Undertale video because I've done enough videos on this.
Hopefully this is my last Undertale video.
I lied. Welcome to another Top 5 Reasons Blank is a Badass. Today, I'm revisiting Undertale since you all tend to ignore my other side videos like they're a redheaded, acne-filled stepchild. And don't even get me started on our daily uploads. Anyway, so I figured you all want to see Undertale? You all want to make the puppet dance? Let's do the tango, bitches! I'm Kloudy from EKG, and today I'm covering the clown of the underground, the administrator of the bad time simulator, Sans the Skeleton. As always, comment down below who you'd like to see in this series in the future. If you like the video, smash that fucking like button! So, with all that shit out of the way, let's get into it. The top 5 reasons Sans is a badass.
Number 5.
No fucks given. So these first 2 points might seem a bit thin, but I've got this 3-part motif thing I'm doing here, so just bear with me. So, one of my personal favorite characteristics about Sans is that he just doesn't care about anything, save for his brother. Like some great examples when he meets you at first. When Undying is chasing you, like, oh shit, maybe I should help. Oh, sorry. Too busy not giving a shit. Hell, even during the genocide battle with him, he's got his hands in his pockets and he's kind of just chilling. All of his guard posts, he does something with food, whether it's leaving the post to get food with you or stacking all of the hot dogs and hot cats he can on your head. Because why not? Even in death, he's just like, LOL, going to Grillby's. Bye! All those issues he has going on inside, and oh boy, we'll get to that. The fact is, he just acts carefree. You can make the argument that he has this attitude because he's super depressed, but hey, stacking hot dogs! Woo!
Number 4.
A man of science. As this series progresses, you'll realize I love to give people credit for scientific achievements. It isn't badass like suplexing boulders or something, but hey, it's badass because hell, I could work out and get myself in shape enough to suplex some boulders around, but am I going to be able to build time machines, possibly help Gaster with the Determination Project and become so intelligent I'm aware of the multiple universe theory to the point where I can tell how many times I've killed someone based on their facial expressions alone? No! Mainly because most of that shit isn't real, and I don't think cops would listen to my, oh, it's okay, you'll just reload their save file story, but Sans has done all of that. Evident from his mysterious basement and his connections with Gaster, which people speculate on the details with and how involved he really was, but you can't deny the fact that there's some connection there since Sans uses Gaster blasters. And Gaster was the royal scientist, so there you go, there's some science for you. Brains can be badass too, and when you're the weakest monster, sometimes you gotta rely on science. Bitch.
Number 3.
The Judge. Okay, so here's where my motif comes into play. Now, Sans is a special character, and it's made apparent pretty soon after meeting him. If you're doing a pacifist route, it's a little harder to pick out, but you'll notice him teleporting around, being seemingly everywhere at once, and generally acting a little bit more aware than the other characters. And in a genocide route, he's able to pick out that you aren't really human immediately. Now, I'm going to quick explain one of my favorite details Toby put into the game. So, we know Sans likes to wink a lot, and during his genocide fight, we see he has that one glowing eye when he does his throwy McSlammy attack. Trademark. Have you ever noticed the eye he winks with changes when you're doing a genocide route? See, normally he winks with his left eye on our right, but during a genocide route, it switches, so that the eye that glows, connected to his throwy slammy McHammerson power pants eye, is always watching you. A nice little detail, really. But that's what Sans does. He's always watching you, keeping tabs on your journey, and at the end of every route, you must confront Sans, who will judge you based on your actions. And if you don't commit mass genocide, the worst you'll get is some shaming for killing his brother. Otherwise, he does a great job at being an unbiased moral judge of your actions. But if you commit genocide, well...
Number 2.
The Executioner. You have a bad time. Sans is known by most fans as being the hardest enemy, and some call him the strongest, which I think is false. The strongest part, I definitely think he's the hardest. Sans' main power comes from KR, Karmatic Retribution, and his ability to teleport, which I contribute to his science knowledge and his awareness. Sans is by far the most intelligent character in the game, understanding concepts the other monsters just don't. And that's why he's the hardest. Most endgame bosses are giant, overwhelming, colossal beasts with some great spectacle going on around the battle. Insert Asgore, Flowey, Asriel fights. But Sans? He's one of the smallest characters in terms of stature in the game. Not only that, he's actually literally the weakest, with having 1 attack, 1 defense, 1 HP. Sans doesn't need some grand display, just his knowledge and his wherewithal to dodge your slow-ass strikes. And his magic, Sans becomes the best counter to our character. It's like this weird game of rock, paper, scissors, and he's kind of like paper because you don't think it should beat rock, but it does. One of the coolest things about Sans too is that they hint at this, like the tree branch breaking scene, the dinner date scene, and of course, that last warning he gives you before you fight Papyrus in the genocide route. You know, Sans is more than just a goofball, but if you haven't had it spoiled for you, no one could have seen what's in store for you at the end of the genocide route. But when the underground world and timeline needed him, the weakest enemy became the strongest.
Number 1.
The jury. While writing the script, something dawned on me about Sans. He's not just a character. He's like Chara, whatever, and Flowey. He's a character that represents something more. Flowey is the mirror image of us. Chara, simplified, is our dark desires and control over Frisk. But Sans? Sans is Undertale. Sans is a representation of the world and its creatures. He's a representation of the game itself. If you think about it, it makes sense. He is the heart of Undertale personified. He's funny, quirky, but deep and complex underneath. He subverts expectation, and his awareness of his situation is his power. Now, describe Undertale for me. Well, it's a funny and quirky game that's really deep and complex underneath. It subverts traditional gaming tropes and expectation, and plays with the idea that it's a video game a lot. It's very aware of itself. Oh wow, it's the same thing. Hell, there's a reason he's the judge and executioner. He judges you because he is the game. He's trying to stop you because you are corrupting your game forever by finishing the genocide route. I'm not saying Sans is Toby Fox in the game because, well, that's annoying dog. So no, Sans is not Toby Fox, but Sans is Toby's creation. He's the game, Undertale. And to me, that is really badass because I can't think of a single character who represents the game that they are in. Sans is a special character, and it really shows. And to me, that's pretty badass. Thanks for watching. Hey guys, Kloudy here. Thanks for watching. Now make sure to check out our other non-Undertale videos. Those exist. Trust me, they're good. Liking, sharing, and subscribing always helps, but hey, I'm honestly just glad you're here watching. See you next time.